If you open the App Store today, we don't have a single Indian app which is in the top 10, while we are the Mao and Dao of the world. Why?
I think it goes back to a couple of pointers. One, I think, is starting point on ambition. The ambition of founders and how big it can be. And I've seen that even at Flipkart and even at Swiggy, India itself is such a complex market. So let's just focus here because there will be a lot of competitors here and a lot of copycats and Savdhani Hati, Durghatna Ghati and all of that. And so they will just go deeper into this market. And India is like 100 markets. Every single market is different. Like when we were running Swiggy, so like Kormangla is very different than Indranagar, and lunch is different than dinner, and the Jaipur evening snacks is going to be different than Guwahati and all of that. And we needed to solve for all of those things. Both the things, one is complexity, and the other is the scale and ambition. So I think both, like the complexity kind of takes you back. One of the things that also stayed with me, with which Kunal Shah had said, like in India, whenever you're building something, the more you have to build, above the surface. In India, you have to build a lot of things below the surface because the fundamental infrastructure is not laid out well. So a lot of times you actually have to go and solve for those fundamental things rather than actually working on innovation. Building an e-commerce company, Sachin really needed to build like a third-party logistics company first and invent COD and all of those things, etc. In India, if like half your company is going to solve for trust, and half your company is going to solve for fraud, abuse, and the fundamentals. Only the other half is actually going to work for innovation. So I don't think it's around the capability of Indians so much. It may be the ambition, which does not lead them to think about some truly global ideas. But even a purely Indian idea, they will basically spend half the time in like fundamental operations and like just getting the infrastructure right.